Hey guys, and welcome to this video about The Little Mermaid. So before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button to stay up to date with all the movie news we got going on around here, guys. So guys, we're going to be taking a look at The Little Mermaid review bombing that leads IMDB to issue warnings for fans to make up their own minds. Review sites from around the world have issued disclaimers after a review bombing of The Little Mermaid. Yeah, so it's a well-known fact, guys, that people weren't happy with the casting of this movie. People weren't happy with the character designs, the overall aesthetic, and Disney's just not done. They've got a bit of a hit and miss track record, when it comes to their live action remakes. But let's jump into this movieweb.com article and let's see what this review bombing is all about. So the problem with review bombing on sites such as Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb is not a new problem. From people taking issues with LGBTQ inclusion, race swapping of characters, or even departure of the star due to creative differences, a la The Witcher. There are many reasons that people slam various movies and TV shows other than the production actually being bad. Now, The Little Mermaid has seen many foreign sites call out unusual distribution of reviews and have warned audiences to make up their own mind about what they read into them. So, yeah, I think this is becoming a huge problem now within the industry. People, for political reasons, people have different agendas for different things that people want to support and don't want to support. I'm not here to say what's right and what's wrong, but obviously people take it on themselves to review bomb certain media when they don't like it, and it's getting hard for websites and outlets to keep up with all the review bombing. What is a real negative review against what is a fake review bomb that someone's just done, out of spite. So it's hard for these websites to keep up. They've started to issue warnings to basically the readers of these outlets, just to let them know, the reviews are here. You have to make up your own mind about what you think is real and what's not real. But yeah, anyway, guys, so let's keep going. The Little Mermaid has suffered a fair amount of backlash for its casting of Halle Bailey in the title role. But as trailers and clips from the movie started to appear online, it became clear that her portrayal of the character was more of a justification of her casting. It seems, though, that there are still plenty of people who have issues with the movie that extend beyond the critique of the film itself. In response to these reviews, sites have taken a move to counter these with warnings to those who are using the site to gauge whether to see the film or not. Yeah, so like I just said, guys, it's becoming a major problem. How do you tell between, because if you have a negative review, you're perfectly well within your rights. The movie didn't work for me, list your reasons. But then there's a huge difference between, a real negative review saying why you didn't like something and listing your reasons for it, and then someone just going online to be a keyboard warrior just to fill a review website with hate. And there's a huge difference. But trying to detect what's a fake review against what's a real review is kind of a difficult thing to do sometimes. So the rare move has been seen on IMDb around the world, where the statement reads, quote, "Our rating mechanism has detected unusual voting activity on this title. To preserve the reliability of our rating system, an alternative weighing calculation has been applied. Although we accept and consider all votes received by users, not all votes have the same impact or weight on the final rating. When unusual voting activity is detected, an alternative weighing calculation may be applied in order to preserve the reliability of our system." So yeah, this is their way of trying to proactively get in front of these, review bombing tactics, trying to let people know, that what you may be reading may be fake reviews, but you still have to make up your mind as to what you get out of reading these reviews. So a French site put on a similar, even more direct note, despite some of their more reputable critics slamming the movie with 1-star ratings. Their site read, quote, "We are currently observing an unusual distribution of scores which demands the need for caution. We encourage you to make up your own mind about the film." So yeah, that was just another French website trying to get out in front of the review bombing. So The Little Mermaid's box office has overcome mixed critic reviews. Despite critics being split over Disney's live-action take on The Little Mermaid, audiences have made the film one of the biggest movies of the year in just 3 days on its release. The film has also gained much higher ratings from the majority of audience reviews, at least in the first wave. Having hit around 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, The Little Mermaid has continued to hold that rating, while critic reviews slipped to around 67%, making the movie another example of critics and audiences not being on the same page about what makes good cinema. Heading into the school break period, it is likely that The Little Mermaid will continue to dominate the box office in the coming week, and that could see the film very quickly charge up the chart to fight it out with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's a really, really good film, guys. If you haven't seen it, make sure you see that. And Fast X, that's just dumb fun. You know, it's not Shakespeare, but it's great fun. Go and watch it if you haven't seen that. I recommend that as well, guys. To be the second highest grossing film of 2023. So yeah, guys, it's just a small article. There's not really much more to read into it than that. But it's just these websites are struggling to keep up with, you know, all these review bombings that are going on with different movies. People have political agendas of things they like, things they dislike. And like I say, guys, trying to distinguish between what's a real negative review of someone who generally didn't like the movie and what's, you know, and someone who's just purely there just to hate on something. It's hard for websites to distinguish between these for their readers. So just put a note there saying, here's the review, guys. Some of them may be real, some of them may be fake. It's up to you what you take away from these reviews. I think it's a smart thing to do. But anyway, guys, jump down to the comment section and let me know what you think about IMDb putting up these notices for their readers. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's just pointless and doesn't make any difference? Let me know what you think, and I will see you soon.